five. Today, Chloe and I are attempting to make 3 different pancake recipes, interesting ones to us, from around the world that could be a starter, main, and dessert. Do you want to get going with the first one?
Yeah.
All right, first one, latkes. Potato pancakes.
Oh.
I think they could be Polish, they could be Italian. It goes all down different places. So if anyone actually knows, I know there's different variations. We're just going to do one version that I found that looks pretty good. So we've got some potatoes that don't get peeled apparently. So these have just been scrubbed, an onion that's been halved, an egg, and some breadcrumbs. So we can either do this in a food processor and just whiz it all together, or we can grate it. What would you rather do?
Grate it.
You want to grate it?
Grate it sounds way more fun.
It does. Literally 10 seconds later, we should have done the food processor.
So about that.
I love how you chose to grate and now I'm doing it. Great move. Oh, it stinks. Oh, please don't cry. I'm not watching Titanic. Mate, you're supposed to be helping me. I feel like you took me to Labour Town.
I'm just washing my hands.
What I'm gonna do is strain the fluid from that bowl. Nice. And then we just gather it up. Can you see that moisture coming out already?
Yeah.
Just squeeze it from the top. See, you should get some fluid. There we go. We've got to get all that fluid out. You see this?
There's a hole.
There's
a hole.
Oh, right, don't squeeze it too much then. Because otherwise it'll get a load of potato falling in. We want to try and get as much juice out as we can. Oh, there we go. Getting all that juice out. Look, I've got a rabbit. If you have a cheesecloth, this would be way simpler.
Why don't we just put it in a sieve?
All right, smarty pants. And we can always dry it out with flour as well. We just want to get that moisture out, otherwise it's not going to bond, it will just fall apart. And I'm not sure, but this might separate this fluid here. Oh, it is. So you see that there? We've got the white bit there, that's starch. And that'll actually help us. We'll get that in there. That should help to bond it even more as the egg, which is going to go in now. Good work, mate. What did you do to that egg?
Huh?
Now get in your breadcrumbs, bit of salt. The pepper mill that is actually older than Chloe. Unbelievable. Now we've got to get our hands in and mix it together into sort of patties. And while she's doing that, I'm going to warm up some oil. Nice. How is that?
It feels so weird. I think I'll like eating it, right? But it's crunchy.
So I've got a wok with some oil up there that we're just warming up. These are going to get fried. Are you enjoying it?
Can I wash my hands now?
Yes.
Cheers.
But let's just see if this sizzles. I'm going to just slide it in. Ooh! Amazing colour on there. I'm loving it. Wow, so that's just our tester. So now, with that fish slice, I need to get a big handful of it and shape it down on that fish slice, compress it down to give you a shape. Yes, mate, look at that. Keep doing them, all right? Look at that. That is outstanding. Oh, right. Applesauce or sour cream on top. I think we'll go for applesauce.
It's giving me hash brown vibes.
Really soft and tender in the middle, but that real crisp outside. Hopefully you heard that. Let's try it with the applesauce. Wow. That's so good. I now just want to go to McDonald's whenever we have a hash brown and just take a jar of applesauce with me. That's really nice, it cuts through it. For our main, we are going to Japan for something called an Okono Namayyaki, which I think translates to as you like it. It's basically a Japanese pancake, sometimes with seafood. I've got some pork belly down here that I just literally fried up in the pan, got it nice and charred and let the fat render a little bit, chopped it off, and I have actually separated some of the fat. I don't want it to be too fatty. Cabbage, now I found these tiny little green cabbages, which I think are amazing. They're kind of like cricket balls. Chloe's just grating that up for me now. Very enthusiastically, you're doing a great job. But this is effectively like a savoury pancake, so you still make like the eggy flour base, but then all this flavour goes in. There's also a sauce which I'll do now. Worcester sauce, sugar, and ketchup. Ooh.
That's quite nice.
Yeah.
More importantly, this smells of mustard.
Oh, it smells of well, it doesn't smell nice, cabbage, innit? All right, so I've got a mug here for Chloe to catch her eggshell in. Basically, we're gonna start making this cabbagey omelette thing, which actually sounds really cool. Flour going in. This is bouillon powder, which is a lot like stock cube, really. vegan bouillon powder. 100 ml of cold water. In that party, first of all, the cabbage is going to join it. Okay, mate? Look at that. That's weird.
Savoury pancakes. Who knew?
Well, I remember when I first discovered it with Pancake Day here in the UK, my mum had always given me traditional like lemon ones. Went around the next door neighbours, I think I've shared this story before. And then she gave us ketchup ones and I was, oh my gosh. Now there's a whole world of pancakes. There was these Dutch ones, I forget what they're called. I think it began with a P that I nearly did, but you needed a special pan. I'll do that maybe next year. There's still a few lumps in there, buddy. So this is a whisk worth taking. Every time.
I think that's enough.
In goes that cabbage. Look at that. Oh, that does actually smell now. I'm sorry, that does not smell of mustard. That smells like a bin. Just chopped up some spring onions, just garnishy bits before we fry it, which is actually now. All right, folks, so here's the plan. This is our pork from earlier that we cooked up. A little bit of oil. Are you ready for this, mate? We're going to take this to Cabbage Town. We've got to warm it up, okay? Are you excited? You seem very scared.
I know, I'm scared because of the heat.
In it goes. It's like a Ninja Turtle pancake, isn't it?
How has it suddenly just gone quiet?
Because it's cooled it down and the egg has kind of covered the pork and it's starting to cook, okay?
Okay.
So we are basically pancaking now. Now, if we wanted to, we could have actually, when we poured the egg in with the cabbage, stirred it all together to sort of char up the cabbage in the middle. But I like the idea of the outside being flavoured and inside giving maybe a little bit of crunch, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah? Or a bit of mustard, as you'd call it. So whereas on Pancake Day you flip this, you can try, but I really don't want to break it. You could shove it under the grill, but I'm going to maybe meet halfway and go like this.
It looks like an omelette.
It sort of is. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Oh my god, that's sick.
It really does look like a Ninja Turtle pancake though. Come on now, here we go. Oh, look at that. We're gonna garnish it now. So Chloe, if you wanna get some spring onion, nice mate. And I'll get some of your seaweed strips that you've done. Actually, I think nori sounds a bit more posher, doesn't it? So we've got some mayonnaise. That's pretty cool, doesn't it? Then our sauce from earlier, up and down like this. Oh wow! And I was gonna do sesame seeds, or you can get these like Japanese flake things, but this is just some more panko breadcrumbs. We had some from earlier, so do you want to sprinkle that on and see if the sauce grips it a little bit? That is one serious pancake, isn't it?
Listen.
Right, let's try it. All right, here we go. Oh, just cut that right down the middle. Oh my gosh. Little pizza wedges, Ninja Turtle style. Mmm. That's amazing. That's really caught me out. I thought that was going to be awful and almost like you say, omelette-y, but it doesn't taste like an omelette at all. It's sort of got like a nice denseness to it, a crunch, all the flavour. You like it? That's really nice.
I love it.
That's complete, like, you know when you sometimes eat something, you have the expectation of what it's going to be like. I was like, this is just going to be an omelette and like maybe a bit rubbery. Absolutely amazing.
The seaweed gives it a bit of a fishy taste.
It does. And you can put seafood in it other than pork belly if you wanted to, apparently. Prawns is quite common. That was good. Right. The last one is what I've always thought was a pun. A Dutch baby.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I've got to cook a Dutch baby. Just a little bit of research here. Apparently there was this American restaurateur that went to Germany and pronounced Dutch wrong. It pronounced it with a D-E-U-T-S-C-H, like German. So I just thought, oh, it's a Netherlands recipe, but apparently it exists in Germany. However, I think there's many spin-offs, and I thought the German version of this, which is effectively like a big Yorkshire pudding, the ingredients were in the batter, kind of like our Japanesey thing there, and sort of cooked with it. However, with a Dutch baby, I believe you put it in at the end. So I think ultimately it's German. Is that right?
I'm lost.
Right. Well, it should taste good. Bear in mind, Chloe is dairy-free, so that is dairy-free so oat milk. And whilst Chloe adds the remaining ingredients, in between these two recipes, Chloe had a little bit of time out and she was Googling German swear words. So it was very fruity in here, wasn't it? But now you're at an older school, you see quite an interesting array of things, and no doubt that I can't shield her for anymore. So what's in there then?
So you've got milk, eggs, flour, vanilla, and sugar.
Nice. Whizzy whizzy. Dankeschön. Right, there we go. The batter is in there, and it's really good to let it rest. So we can just leave it in here because the flour will start to absorb some of that fluid, okay? And then we kind of cook it. We're cooking up a baby. This oven needs to be really hot. This is a frying pan. I can take the handle off to shove it in the oven. The oven is going to go up to about 200 C. So we warm the pan up with that. It's kind of like making a Yorkshire pudding. Effectively, it is more Yorkshire pudding than pancakes. So this step in a minute is a little bit dangerous, baby. I don't know the German for dangerous. Do you want to Google that rather than random swear words?
Gefährlich.
Oh, crikey. Gefährlich.
Gefährlich.
There we are. This is a
Dangerous.
dangerous step.
Gefährlich.
Gefährlich.
We've got Chloe's dairy-free butter. It should work just the same to get this going. It's really going to help it go wah, okay? I'm going to bring the pan that's in the really hot oven over here, okay? Then we're going to drop the butter in. I'm going to swirl it around. This goes in straight to the oven.
Yeah.
Do you want to do any of those steps?
I will stand and watch you.
The butter goes in, okay? And we'll swirl it round to get that fat evenly distributed. Oh, yes. Here we go with the batter. Whoa. Okay. I don't need to swirl it round into the oven. You stay there. It's in there, all right? Ooh, we did it, I think. Do you want to get some fruit and icing sugar ready? Because that's literally what we dump in it. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that! The middle should sink down a little bit, okay, as it cools. Oh, and just a quick reminder about my Patreon competition. Anyone that signs up to my top tier of Patreon by the end of February 24, do check out the Patreon page for all the perks that you get alongside that. You can be in to win a brand new electric pizza oven, and it was bloomin' stonking indeed. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Smell it, it smells really nice. Right, get your fruit, bud, and just fill the bowl. Is there any sort of method to what you're doing there?
Put more blueberries on than raspberries because I'm not the biggest fan of raspberries.
Same. It's like we're related or something.
Because it's the seeds get stuck in your teeth.
Or on your fingers. Thanks for joining me today, Chloe.
You're welcome, Mr. Lewis.
We've been fed well, haven't we?
Oh, yes, we have.
I love how it's like, I love food where it's like you can eat the thing that is in. Oh, wow.
That's so good.
And like, okay, it was a little bit dangerous. How easy was that?
Really?
You know what I mean? Just shove it in the oven. No, a lot of people don't like flipping pancakes, all that kind of stuff. Bung it in the oven, simplicity, fill it up. It's like a pancake bowl. Which was your favourite?
I think this.
Was it, yeah? I think for simplicity that, but I really liked the Japanese one. I thought that the flavour, the pork, that flavouring seeping into it, and you could do so much more to it. However, yeah, for simplicity, gotta agree with you. Loads more pancake recipes on the channel from over the years, Pancake Day playlist, things like that. So if you are doing anything for Pancake Day, maybe give this a go. That was the whole idea, something a little bit different. I would really, really do a Dutch baby now every year. Genuinely, yeah? Okay, cool. Thanks, Chloe. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.